They're going to say, well, where are the pictures? I don't see any pictures of flat Earth. You don't even see pictures of this so-called bullshit fucking planet you live on.
Well, as stupid goes, that's a lot of stupid to start off a video. Roll the intro. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the sarcastic barman and welcome to my channel. And yes, it looks like we're looking at Chris CC, West Cheshire County, all that jazz. Jesus Christ. Oh well, let's look at more of the derpy that he's going to derp while driving along going derp.
To educate yourself, because that's the only place you're going to get education from. You're certainly not going to find it in the library anywhere or anywhere else. You're going to have to do your research online, my friends. That is the only way to get information. If you're smart enough and you come across some intelligent videos, maybe, just maybe, you might be able to pick something up and question exactly what you live on here.
Hang on, you're saying you can only do research online and that libraries aren't going to help at all? Is this a throwback because no flat earth has ever been able to get anything published in the way of, look, here's a flat earth information, here's our evidence and proof, without people going, well, 99.999% of everything you wrote there is bollocks. The only thing you did get right is your name. Oh wait, no you didn't.
That you feel no movement at all, that it's stationary.
But what we found is when we turned on that gyroscope, we found that we were picking up a drift, a 15-degree-per-hour drift.
Thanks, Bob.
That you're in a container.
Wouldn't have a pressure gradient if there was a container.
See, that's the only way you can get air pressure, is in a container.
No, because if there was a container, the pressure would be equal all over the place and it wouldn't get less and less as you go up. There's this thing called,
Gravity!
You can't form air pressure with an invisible barrier.
But it's not a barrier, is it? It's more of a force pulling things to the centre of Earth.
If you had an invisible barrier up there and there was a bleeding part of space that begins, and there'd be no atmosphere on this so-called planet people think that they live on.
What do you mean, a bleeding part of space? Space can't bleed. Jesus Christ, you know nothing. Next you're going to say it sucks or something stupid like that.
And they haven't had enough sense to go and do their research. And research it.
Are you getting grumpy at the word research because it's something you don't actually know how to do and you're just going to parrot all the other shit you hear online? I swear to God, if you say perspective, I'm going to have to open a bottle of rum.
And use their own perspective.
Oh well, it doesn't look like it's going to be a rum night. It's going to be a hay club night. Fuck my life.
God gave you those perspectives. That would be perspective of movement. Okay? There is absolutely no movement at all. If there were, every single person out there of motion sickness would be, they'd be puke all over the place.
Except the Earth moves in a nice smooth orbit. Do you not even know how motion sickness works? Is this how little research you've done into fucking anything?
See, in New York State, we have the worst politicians, probably throughout the entire country. But I could very well be wrong.
You could be. I'd love to know what research you did to check who has the worst politicians, who's had the most failed promises, who's been caught in the most bad positions, things like that. You know, the normal sort of stuff you'd check before making a claim.
I don't know what goes on in different states. I don't follow politics. And I don't even follow it here in my state, and especially in another state.
But what? So you don't follow politics in your own state or in other states, but you have the worst politicians because reasons?
But I bet if you look back, you probably have the politicians that are the worst you've ever had in the last 5 years. Because they've been placed there. Because they knew all of this was going to happen.
They knew all this was going to happen. Are you making a veiled claim that COVID and everything is fake and was all planned without actually saying those words? Because we cut a small section out about masks before this, and I thought, I can't be arsed covering masks, but no, CC Chris, the fuck is wrong with you? Huge death tolls, huge numbers. Or are you going to say the entire virus is fucking engineered in a lab or something? Because I'd love to see some fucking evidence and research for that. Oh wait, you probably haven't fucking done anything, like you've not done for anything else. Knob.
And they needed these people there, okay, for a specific reason.
No, we're going to skip this level of stupid because it's redonkulously stupid at this point.
Several days later.
With the new plates on them. So there's a connection with this. The higher up are paying people to be aggressive drivers on the road, causing accidents. You know, I've never heard so many accidents before in my life. I've never seen so many aggressive drivers on the road just within the last 10 years.
That's got to be the most random conspiracy shit that I think you've ever come out with. They're paying people to be dangerous drivers. Why? For what benefit? Why? No. Go back to flat Earth stuff, please.
A conventional person going out to purchase it could actually purchase something like that. I think that's only something that NASA has. You know?
Okay, I'm not sure if this is actually any better, just where you went with that entire sentence. He's trying to talk about solar filters, and just that sentence hurt my brain.
Because they show you these wonderful pictures of the sun, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful with a great ball and the fire coming out and all the plasma? It's unbelievable. It is, because it's not true. All of it's not true. Space doesn't exist. There is no space.
Now, when you say images of the sun with the blue plasma, do you mean ones like this? Because that was taken from space. So you're not going to get an image like that. You could get an image like this, though, if you happen to have a 4-meter telescope lying about, a couple of 4K cameras, special bits to separate the wavelengths, so you're only getting certain bits of light coming through. You know, all the technical stuff that would cost an absolute fortune to do. So, no, you're not going to get pictures like that.
And I'm sorry to tell you that. It sucks. Star Trek will never be. Star Wars will never be. Mars will never be either.
Now, the thing that I find most amusing, apart from obviously forgetting to address the fact that he said space was fake in the last bit, he's now calling Mars and things is never going to be and things like that. CC, you're in the process of buying and waiting for equipment to be delivered so you can do pictures of stars and things like that. When you start taking accurate, high-quality pictures of Mars, what are you going to do? I mean, is it not going to start bugging away your brain? When you start like trying to zoom in on the sun and the sun doesn't disappear, what are you going to do? Are you just going to sit there and say, NASA's obviously sent me a fake telescope and fake camera, so I do not know why this is not working, but NASA have hacked the things. The sun is definitely shrinking because it's getting further away, but my telescope and camera won't show that because for some reason it just goes behind something. I don't know what. It's very, very odd. It could be nice. In the next 6 months, you could like actually learn from this shit and find yourself not being a complete and utter fucking moron. You would no longer be the wank spanner of the internet going, everything is fake. Look at me drive. Beep, beep. Yeah, it could work. Fingers crossed.
So, nighty-night. I hope you have a good nap. If you think you're going to Mars. Don't worry, though. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You'll get over it. Took me a while, but don't worry. You'll get over it. You'll understand that everything is fake up there. Once you do, you've woken up. Welcome.
And yet, you're finishing this video with the stupid sort of tirade that shows you've done no research. You have no evidence for your claims. You are simply making claims saying, it's all fake. It has to be fake because otherwise I'm a fucking moron. Hate to tell you this, but you're a fucking moron. You really are. If you're going to call space fake with no evidence, that's just fucking stupid. You know that people tracked the NASA landings to the moon, don't you? You know there were other governments watching them do this. Other people have been to space. You're trying to blame an entire worldwide conspiracy just to hide the fact that you're fucking stupid. Which one sounds more plausible? You're a fucking moron, or every single government in the entire world is working together to hide the fact that space is fake? I think you might be the moron there, Chris. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of part 1 of this video. There is a part 2 hidden in the ether, coming down to you through the interwebs and stuff. Look down below for links and decide what day it's going to come up, and yeah, it'll appear. Magic. Thank you very much for this one. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you to all my members, patrons, and everyone else. And look at the chat to the side now, because there should be a link for the next video in tonight's Les-Irrillibles. We'll see where we're going next, because I have no idea. Woo! Good night.